afraid.
You are special. This is your chance.
To be a hero among heroes. I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
Bienvenidos a otra edición de Verano de Película y esta va a estar dedicada al estreno de Deadpool and Wolverine y ya mismo vamos con exclusivas de ese filme del MCU, pero primero vamos con un vistazo especial a la película que está número 1 en la taquilla ahora mismo, Twisters.
Stay tuned. It's gonna get dramatic.
That was really well timed.
We gotta go! We gotta go! The once-in-a-generation tornado outbreak continues across Oklahoma.
It's so magic to be here filming Twisters. I'm a huge fan of the original, so I just kind of can't believe that we've dropped into this world.
Oh, she's perfect!
She's gorgeous!
The original Twister, when it came out, it meant a great deal to me because I was watching a film that took place around where I grew up. I grew up on a farm just outside of Westville, Oklahoma, and that terrain, that landscape is a part of me.
Just another good day and good weather here in Oklahoma. The fact that we're getting to shoot this in Oklahoma is really crucial, and also it's such a character in the movie. It's all about community, it's all about home, and it's all about this mutual love of the way everyone looks up at the sky with reverence and awe.
When we were filming in Oklahoma in the summer, we kept having to shut down for actual weather.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. We are unfortunately in a lightning delay.
My first night coming here, we go to eat after, and the windows are rattling at the spot. And I'm like, yo.
People that are background actors are actual storm chasers, so in between takes, I just got everyone coming up to me just, hey, if you ever want to go on a chase, let me know.
If you feel it, chase it!
We are in the mecca for tornadoes, so to have crew members literally leave set and go to storm chase is a really unique thing.
Let's ride.
We've all seen clouds over the course of our lives, but very rarely do you understand them. And I think that's the magic of a movie like this. It breeds curiosity and it breeds fascination with stuff we've been seeing every day for our whole lives.
What we're doing could save thousands of lives.
You think you can disrupt a tornado?
We never had a chance.
You want one?
This is a film about science, it's about hope, it's about people trying to work together to solve problems, and it's also about revering and honoring, respecting, and loving nature.
And you know what? I saw the first one opening day in '96, so I was very snooty. It's like the only reason to make this is because the effects are going to be better. And then I find that the characters here are much more developed and much more complex, and that is why we kind of feel our way through the movie and it makes it more exciting. So Daisy, was that evident when they offered the script, or is that something that you and the director kind of worked on every day on the set to sort of, you know, make sure that the characters don't fall through and it is about the characters?
Totally, I'm so thrilled that you found that. I mean, I think that's what Lee Isaac Chung gifted this project. I mean, he is such a detailed director. He's so character first. You know, Minari was a film that I fell in love with during COVID, and I just knew that him with his sensibility handling this big scale piece of IP would be so interesting. And so yeah, we worked on it a lot, and I think the thing I found as I went was finding a way to represent Kate's journey through what each storm means to her, and as she experiences each storm, you know, she sort of grows and changes, and that was a really useful way of tracking that kind of development. But yeah, I think it's a beautiful message in her arc of someone who's coming home to where she's from, but also to a version of herself, and it was lovely within this big scale film to have that sentiment.
No, most definitely. It makes it even more exciting. So Glenn, your character in this is sort of a don't judge a book by its cover, which I think you're sort of perfecting in all your filmography, but is that a way of preventing of getting boxed into any type of role, or was it, or you know, was it just what you wanted to be part of this and it just happened to come by and it worked out that way?
I mean, I think
I think, you know, it's really the similar arc for Kate and for Tyler, which is, you know, two people that assume they know who each other are. And I think it's part of, it's sort of organic to the world, which is like, you know, the idea of storm chasing. You know, Kate's obviously going through her own storm, and the metaphors are really wonderfully clear in this movie, which is the closer you get, you know, the more you come to understand, the more it draws you in. And I feel like that's really what bonds these two together. My Tyler's purpose in this movie is to remind Kate of why storm chasing is a blast, why the passion that drove her childhood is worthy of belonging in, you know, her adulthood. And I feel like, yeah, that's it. I'm really happy that you're picking up on all the nuance of this movie, because I think that's what we're both really proud of. As Lee Isaac Chung, our filmmaker, really, it's so hard to make a movie of this scale
and make it interesting,
in any way, you know, but to make it in terms of a character piece. Like, I watched the thought that Daisy really put into this character, and in terms of, you know, what those tornadoes are testing, but also just to create a really interesting, compelling character who's going through PTSD and navigating all these complicated things, in addition to all the physical stuff she has to go through in this movie. I'm just really proud that this movie, I really think it's going to stand the test of time, because it's truly human. You know, at the end of the day, like, we talk about a disaster movie is sort of a disaster movie, you know, with effects, like you say, it can bring you in, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make things last. And I think this movie is really going to last because of the characters.
All right, so last question, just because of time, real quick. Is the key to having a blast on the red carpet for you, Glenn, not making it about you? Because for Hitman, you brought your parents, you got your dogs, you got Tom Cruise. It's kind of like, I see you having a good time, but is that the key to, like, not make it about you? What do you think?
There's nothing that makes you more in your head than a red carpet, you know? And I really have the benefit of having a lot of wonderful people in my life on this journey, and I don't know. It's not something I put a lot of thought into, but I think part of my journey, I feel like, is just bringing people around me that make me feel like me. You know, and I feel like there's a lot of moments in this journey where you can feel like you're walking in somebody else's shoes, and I feel like that's at least how I know where I'm supposed to be, is bringing those folks around.
I'll be coming to every red carpet you do.
From now on.
We'll be my emotional support animal on every red carpet. Yeah.
She's part of your writer now. You didn't know it, but you found out during this interview. All right, so my time is up, guys. You have a lot to be proud of with this movie, so it's been a pleasure talking to you about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y ahora vamos a lo que vinimos, porque nos vamos de gira mundial con Ryan Reynolds y Hugh Jackman para el estreno de Deadpool and Wolverine.
Stop on the Deadpool and Wolverine worldwide press tour.
Ni hao, and I'm thrilled that you guys are one of the first people to see footage from the film. Thank you for having us here in Shanghai. Thank you for having us here in China. We love you.
We are so excited to share with you a taste of the movie that we spent the last 2 years making.
It's as sweet as our friendship. So.